Hey YouTubers, it's your buddy Platt, and today we're continuing on our beer series, on the different beer styles. We're moving out of the lighter American lagers we've been drinking, and now we're getting into ales and a little bigger beers. We're starting with the American Amber Ale. I'm going to give you a quick rundown of the numbers, and I think you'll see we're definitely getting a different category of beers. SRM, this is going to go from 11 to 18. So we're no longer in the light straw colored beers. Now we're getting a little color to our beer. IBUs, 30 to 45. We finally have hops and hop flavor in our beer. And you'll definitely notice it in these styles of beers. ABV, we're going to go from 4.4 to 6.1%. So these are no longer the light session style beers. We're starting to get a little body, a little more alcohol. Not a lot, 6.1 is not a high alcohol beer, but you're starting to notice it in these beers. Some characteristics: these beers are copper to reddish brown color. Term amber ale is very appropriate. Carbonation wise, these are not the bubbly, very carbonated beers like the American Light Lager or the American Lager. They're still going to be medium to medium high carbonation. They're not going to taste flat. Again, this is no longer a light or a session beer. We're bumping up the ABV a little bit, and you're just going to notice it. It's not going to be a warming beer like a big barley wine or something like that. You're not going to get that warming in the chest, but you're going to notice that alcohol is present. As far as body is concerned, now we have some body. These beers have a little mass to them, or whatever. They're going to coat your palate. It's not going to be just something you just swig down and goes down easy. There's going to be some taste that lingers on your mouth, on your palate. It's going to kind of, there's going to be a viscosity there. As you notice on the IBUs, we're bumping up the hops, and now you're going to really notice the hops, not just on the nose, but also on the taste. And these hops are going to be American hops, which tend to be citrusy, piney, a little herbal, and they're really going to come out in this particular beer. These beers, I have never brought it up before, but just doing a little research, these beers pair well with a barbecue. If you're doing a spring or a fall style barbecue, you want something to kind of cut through a big sauce or pairs well. Well, these beers have enough body to do that. Also, these beers, unlike the light lagers we've been drinking that you just keep as cold as possible, pack them down with ice, these beers are best served from 45 to 55. You're kind of getting more into the wine serving temperatures, but you're not wanting to throw this in an ice cold mug with clumps of ice coming to the top. And because this is an ale, we're going to start getting some of the flavors from ale yeast that you don't have in a clean lager yeast. You're going to get a little bit of the fruity esters that are known in like a lot of your Belgian ales, but it's going to be low. It's going to be over top, but you're going to start noticing. Like I said, you're starting to get flavor in these style of beers. The particular one we're going to try today is Fat Tire Amber Ale from New Belgium Brewing out of Fort Collins, Colorado. Great brewery, nice line of beers. And this is probably, I'll dare say, probably one of the most popular amber ales here in the U.S. So let's give her a try. There we go. We got a nice little light khaki head. There's a little color in the head. Again, we got a dark copper color. Plenty of bubbles coming up, but it's, again, not a highly carbonated beer. Let's give her a sniff. Oh yeah, now we're getting a little hop. That kind of piney, woodsy, outdoorsy kind of citrus note that you get. Kind of makes you think of the Northwest. So let's give her a try. Oh, that's nice. Malt sweetness up front, but again, it's mouth coating. I'm getting a little hops bitterness in the back, but this is not extreme. This is not a big IPA or something, but this is just a nice addition of flavor. This is a good way to introduce people to ales. You know, if you're trying to break someone out of the Budweiser, Busch beer, whatever kind of mentality, this is a nice offering instead of jumping them into a big IPA or whatever. This would be a nice kind of progression past the cream ale we drank a couple weeks ago. Yep, very, very excellent. You like I said, you'll pick up a hints of the darker malts. If you remember the cream ale, ABV wise are kind of close, but these are darker malts that they're using in this beer, and you pick up the kind of roastiness in those malts that you didn't have in the cream ale per se. More just has more character to it, and again, that's the ale yeast adding its own little twist on the flavors, the esters and everything. This though is, don't let this throw you off though, this is still a very drinkable beer. Like I said, enough carbonation where it has a little liveliness on your palate. Overall, that's a pretty good beer. The American Amber Ale. Try it out at your next barbecue. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please subscribe down below. Also, feel free to share the videos with your friends. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can always leave them in the comment section, or you can contact me on the Twitter page. Well, until next time, bottoms up.